All right, what's up? We're back with more of Avernum Escape, Avernum 2 Crystal Souls, not the first game, of course. It was quite the journey in the Tower of Magi, exploring it again. But now here we are in the Serpent Cult area, where we will now destroy the Serpent Cult as one of our first quests back. So all this other stuff we can't really clear out quite yet, unfortunately. But every bit helps, and we got to start somewhere, right? These caves are filled with the constant echoes of chanting and hissing. The statue of slits lining the path provide a very good clue about who lives here. The question is whether these slits who live here are friendly or hostile. I don't really want to put it on a cloak or a ward necessarily, except for Ward of Thoughts. I do like that one. But the cloak's not really so much right now. The good news is that we are pretty bulky and experienced, so this quest should not provide us too many major problems right now. Plus, we will need the XP that we can get in Avernum right now before we go back to the land of the Vonatai. Oh, and I also forgot to use that wisdom crystal, but we can do that here in a moment. Does the slit spear do any good here? No, it doesn't. Okay. Who has the lowest XP right now? I feel like Moses definitely has the most right now. Hers is pretty down. Looks like he might be the lowest, actually. Yeah, let's give this to him. There are several sleeping paths in this cavern, along with piles of slith gear and personal effects. The guards who live here must be out on patrol, if you haven't killed them already, that is. There is a huge pit in the corner of the room. Moans and hisses flow out of it. Walk to the edge of the pit if you want to climb down. I don't really want to do that quite yet, though. The good thing we're taking these ones out now, because it would be very annoying to try to get them from going up there, although we could have probably done that as well. This is also why I like, even though she missed a turn because not enough action points, but this is also why I like having an archer for these hard to reach scenarios. Oh, you can make him immobile if you want. It's not going to make any difference here. I can still get you all good. Alright, we are getting closer to leveling up, though, so there is that. We do also want to make sure that the shading we'll do that so that can take both of them out. A lot of trash has been thrown into this cavern, forming an even ever deeper and filthier morass the farther north you look. It's disgusting. Dang it, not powerful enough, really? Alright, same thing as before. Let's just take out this one right here. We're not going to be able to reach him with that, so we're just going to have to do this. Okay, let's actually try this one first. There is a large trapdoor here flanked by slit statues. When you get close, it suddenly flies open. Reptiles pour out of the pit below. Oh, what the heck? Oh my goodness. This is rather unfortunate then. Okay, so far so good. So good. Walker leather. Ooh. It's actually good for armor, and it doesn't encumber mages either. So we can put that on him. You return to the depression in the floor. The trapdoor is still open, attached firmly to the floor by a huge hinge. The depression is filled with bones and shed snake skins, but nothing of value. Alright, we're just gonna have to take a chance and go down here then. You are at the edge of a dank pit. Loud, constant hissing echoes from the darkness below. You look at the walls of the shaft. You could climb down if you were careful. However, the walls are pretty slippery. You may not be able to climb back up this way. I have to take that chance then. You rub your hands and legs, still sore from your sharp descent. A pile of garbage fortunately gave you a soft landing. However, your original guess was correct. You were stuck down here, and the hissing is now much louder. You are at the entrance to a foul, reeking cavern. It swarms with huge, agitated cave creatures and the bones left from their previous meals. Dominating the cavern, flanked on either side by giant bonfires, is a large, natural bowl in the floor. There is a giant black altar at the bottom of the depression, surrounded by a variety of reptiles and cave worms. The cavern is filled with the constant, sibilant sound of hissing, but there's something more. The altar itself is humming, filling the air with nerve-jarring vibrations and making the serpent sway back and forth in a weird, hypnotic motion. You stand before the large altar. It's 5 feet high and twice as wide, covered with carvings of snakes. There are many stone knobs on the altar placed there in order to help the worms that infest these tunnels climb and writhe around it. Now that you're close, the humming from the altar is nearly agonizing. It makes your teeth ache. Okay, we do really need spell energy though. Fortunately, this is Drake hatching, not a regular Drake, so this should be manageable. Oh, hell no. We gotta kill that no bug quickly. Because no bugs will definitely nerf you from doing magic. See, use no nullity, which is unable to cast spells or use disciplines. Oh, that is some bull right there. But if you're not hit with it, then you should be able to manage just fine. At least we killed him quickly. Alright, this time he summoned a burrowing crawler. Oh, I still have the one more. Dagnabbit. Okay, no longer have that field, so we'll kill that. And we'll kill this. Alright, Rates of Disc aren't doing a whole lot for me, but I kind of want to save spell energy right now. Alright, more crafting materials. Let's see if this is Dark Altar. You chant sincerely, trying to drive the evil magic out of stone before you. The incantation succeeds. The energy of the altar was powerful, but age and lack of sacrifice has left it fragile. The humming dies down and fades away, and the little worm slithering across your boots stops seeming so agitated. You finally are able to relax a little bit. This was the robing chamber for the priests who originally built this temple. The tapestries on the walls depict snakes, worms, and rows of robed humans doing highly unpleasant things. Freaking basilisk, man. Oh, I thought I missed them entirely, but I actually got one. You try to open the books, but it's held tight by a red wax seal. You try to cut it, but you find that your weapons don't even affect it. A closer inspection reveals that the seal is covered with magical symbols. You can't break them. I wonder what can then, if I couldn't do that. Alright, cold resistance. Let's see how much that's worth. I still like the grounded cloak more. That's a whole lot of nothing. A half-starved man is imprisoned in a cell. He's been beaten. He's been beaten. His face lights up when he sees you. With grunting and concentration, he manages to rise to his feet. I know a soldier of our land when I see one. Well met indeed. I'm Captain Brehan, proud warrior of the army of Avernum, and, alas, of late, a prisoner of the barbarians here. How did you get down here? I was stationed at Murtis. We were investigating a savage slit sliding to the south. My patrol was ambushed by the beast. We were all caught. I was waiting here to die, up till now anyway. What happened to the patrol? 8 good, strong lads and lasses. I'm the only one left. Damn them. All of them died on the altar. They were sacrificed? He trembles with anger. The monstrous waste of it. The slit chief that fists this. He was trying to do something to the altar. Restore it somehow. With the blood of my warriors. Nothing he tried worked, so he kept killing us. I'm next in line. What altar? He looks disturbed. The altar just outside. You can't imagine what it's like to sleep near that evil thing. It hisses all the time. You can't escape it, and it affects the worms. How does it affect the snakes? They go wild when they're near it. Makes them fast and vicious. They'll tear a human apart. He shivers as he thinks of what happened to his comrades. Captain Brehan continues to lean against the wall and talk with you. He's surprisingly intact, considering what he's gone through. How else can I help you? Before I leave, I mean. What do you know of the slits here? They have this bizarre cult, as I'm sure you've seen. They feed us to the worms on their altar, and then they try to talk to it. I was scheduled to be eaten soon, but I'm still planning to escape. He shows you a sword that he had hidden behind his pallet. This is my secret. How are you planning to escape? I'll slip out once the coast is clear. I have a sword. Sword first or feet first, I'm getting out of this place. How'd you get that sword? I found it here. We weren't the first people to be caught by those damn blizzards. Somehow one of them snuck a blade in here. It's a short sword, pitted and slightly bent, but still effective in skilled hands. With you clearing the way, I should be able to escape. Are you going to escape now? No, not yet. I'm too weak to fight. But if you clear the way, I could make it out. If you kill their chief, I think I could make it. If you kill their chief, come back and let me know. How can I get out of here? I know that much. I saw one of them leave when they made me watch one of my comrades get ate. They got a passage at the northwest corner of the big temple. It leads upstairs, I think. I'm amazed to find someone who is still alive. And I'm amazed to be alive. Slits are mindless brutes, vicious and always hungry. You should try to escape. He asks if you have slain the slit chieftain. When he finds that you haven't, he shakes his head. I don't just want escape, I want vengeance, and I don't want to throw my life away. If I try to flee and Chief this lives, he's sure to find me. He needs to die. Why don't you fight with me? He seems willing enough, but then you realize that he can barely stand, let alone fight. In the end, you have to leave him in the cell. Oh, we better kill these two real quick, then. I don't know if you heard that little burp I did, but hope it wasn't too bad. But with that in mind, I did get both Seraphina and Lazarus recharged. Now that's all that's left is making sure Raylin gets leveled up here, and then we can train. Here we are at the upstairs now. This is the Grim Temple, a smaller cousin to the Grim reptile-filled shrine below. The air is heavy with the smell of incense and lizard. The altar is large, black, and covered with the horrible carvings. Oh, that is bull. But he snapped me right out of my day, so that's good. Actually, I don't want to be dead, so we'll do that, and then we'll do this. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to inflict damage at that angle, unfortunately. Ooh, we do have a Slith Shaman here. Alright, we got Raylan leveled up here, finally. Oh, snap. I did not even realize he was knocked out. Crap. Or he was that low on health. We'll fix this, though. We'll fix this. I was just too busy focused on trying to kill that last one. Oh, that's what I get for thinking, right? In the meantime, before we go further, let's quickly train. We'll do this. That. Guess we'll do this. We'll do mighty blows, yeah. Let's do this and this. We'll just do dexterity and we'll do sure aim. That. I feel like if we're gonna have access to like certain spells like Capture Soul and Simulacrum, we could do Summoning Focus here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because the spells we already have are already gonna be pretty strong. So but let's go ahead and invest in Summoning Focus. Yeah. Yeah, let's go invest in Summoning Focus in the meantime. I better go ahead and just kill them before do anything else. You come face to face with the chieftain of the Slith cultists. He is a descendant of the Slith bands that once rampaged throughout these caves, a true enemy of Avernum. A pair of small fanged worms sit on his shoulders, coated in slime. It's gross. He points his 2-time spear at you and snarls, "Weakling, soft skin, food for the sacred worms, as yet unconsumed. I am this true master here, and I will call the worms to consume you." I'm not worried about the other ones, but we are going to do this and do this. You can't do Capture Soul on any bosses, so just keep that in mind. They're going to be able to resist it all the time. You can only do like unnamed monsters instead. Chief Fissis waves his spear through the air and calls out a word of command. You hear hissing and slithering coming from somewhere nearby. Something is slithering up through a grate from the tunnels below. The worms on the shoulders quiver with anticipation. They are nearly mindless, but they can still tell when they are about to be fed. Oh dang, I didn't even... Gotta kill this dude quickly then. Chiefess howls, shudders, and falls. You turn away as the little worms on his shoulders begin to slide toward his face, eager for a meal long anticipated. You don't need to see this. Duly noted. Fortunately, we have some frozen worms back here to kill, because he was able to summon them in time. Oh, did he really only just summon one worm, though? Feels like it to me. I mean, then again, I didn't really give him a chance to summon too many anyway. Because I was able to kill him that quick. This fine slip spear, though, let's see if it's better. Not really. But we can sell it and make a little bit more money off it. And yeah, I don't really like this vampiric knife because I really don't see a point in it at all. We'll just sell that for money. Oh, dagnabbit. Now we have access to healing elixirs. Or we kind of already did, but we're going to see more of them as we progress here. There is a pen book on this pedestal, bound in lizard skin. It is the book of prayers, written and bound in Avernum, probably by the priests who originally built this temple. The slip priests have written many notes in the margins. Improved minor heal. Nice. Gained a little bit more XP. Alright, now that Fissis is dead, let's head back down to Guy and tell him that he's dead now. I have slain the chief. It's safe for you to escape. He stands and removes a rusty short sword from a hiding place. Then he bows to you. If we meet again, I owe you a lot. I will tell all I find of what you have done for me. Fight on for Avernum. Good luck to you. He runs from the cell. Really? Gonna give me some random frozen worm here? Did you die already? I don't feel like going back up to just to get that loot, so we'll just move on here. Let's explore a little bit here. You find a very small patch of a variety of lichen that has healing properties. Sadly, it's been heavily picked over, probably by alchemists from the nearby tower. None of the surviving plants were adequate for potion making. Unfortunate. Some travelers have left a cache here at this abandoned camp. There are some trade goods and a scroll tube. There's no sign of who might have left the stuff here. Okay, another group here scroll, which we will sell. You find inscribed in the cave floor a massive pentagram. It hasn't been used for a long time. It's overgrown with mold and lichen. However, despite years of disuse, there is still a faint smell of sulfur in the air. Okay, we can fight. No problem. Right back to the Tower Magi here. Sell something. Buy a couple more spells since I know we have the money for it now. Serafina. Mass Curing. And Ward of Steel. See, so now she has Mass Curing and Ward of Steel. Nice. Let's go back to Kellner. I destroyed the Serpent cult as you asked. Their evil high priest will bother you no more. Kellner nods happily and begins to write a letter. I am now writing the castle to tell them of your bold deed. You should go there soon and see if you are now qualified for a higher rank. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, I almost forgot. At the south end of the tower is a concealed room with 3 books. They could be quite useful for research. One of them is mine. You may read it now if you wish. Increase might. Right now it's time to... There is a slow-moving band of undead hunting along the road, and a shambling group of hideous gray creatures, brazenly looking for a living prey to attack. They are led around by a small man with very pale skin. You aren't sure what the group is looking for, but they seem to be trying to avoid you. You could chase them down, though. Well, it's not a man, it's a vampire. Oh, in combat, blesses and cures your group, it looks like. But it is an exhausting spell. You're just, you're clearly just better off using it for its intended purpose. Kill the vampire. All right. All right, with that in mind, I'm going to save the game right here, but we will explore the town of Murtis next. So I will see you all soon.